Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the #1 professional wrestling radio show in Las Vegas. This is the Mark Hoke Show. The Mark Hoke Show. Going bell to bell with the best in professional wrestling news, entertainment, and lots of Sin City surprises from inside the squared circle. Now, let's get to all the exciting pro wrestling action and bring on the host. Here is Mark Hoke.
And away we go, Las Vegas, you betcha.
Yippity-yay.
What?
Yippity-yay. That's my new catchphrase.
Yippity-yay?
Yeah, man. I'm trying to impress our guest today.
I don't know if he's going to be that impressed.
He might like you. We'll find out.
Okay, I guess we'll see. Well, welcome to the Mark Hoke Show, everybody.
Yeah.
Yippity-yay.
Yippity-yay. That's our new thing, man. Mark Hoke today. If you can't hear me out there in Radio Land or in streaming land, please let me know early so I don't look like a buffoon.
Oh, you should be good. You're good.
Yeah, we said that before.
You're popping the meter.
That's what she said.
Yeah, okay. Oh, man. Best in pro wrestling news and entertainment here on the Mark Hoke Show on KDAWN 101.5 FM, the talk of Las Vegas. Also streaming live worldwide on the Odyssey app. You Odysseyites, good to see you or hear you.
Is that what they're called?
I guess that's what we'll call them. I think that's good.
Yippity-yay.
Good God.
Odysseyites. Yippity-yay.
Oh,
all right.
We're also streaming out there on YouTube, X, and Facebook. So if you would like to interact with us on the show, we would certainly appreciate that. Just head on over to either YouTube, X, Facebook, look up the Mark Hoke Show, and beat the hell out of your microphone, and then, say hi.
Yeah, beat that thing up.
Yeah.
And shout out to Sam Wardare tuning in for the first time on 101.5 FM KDAWN.
Hi, Sam.
Hey, Sammy.
What's up? Oh,
Sammy.
okay.
What is that?
I'm just wondering if this is a romantic interlude or something.
Sam?
I don't know.
Samuel.
Sammy?
Samuel.
Is it Sammy or
It's a little
Samuel?
kid. I don't know. What do you
okay.
want from me?
Great.
What do you mean?
Oh, it's a kid?
Interlude? Yeah.
Okay.
The hell?
Hey, kid.
What's the matter
What's
with
up?
you?
Well, I don't know. You get that grin on your face, and I usually know what that means.
Yeah.
The Dave Cave is in full
not this
effect.
time. Sammy Wardare. He's from France or something.
Okay.
What do I know? Yippity-yay, man.
I'm Mark Hoke. That's the David difference, by the way, the clod on the other side of the booth here. What's going on, David?
Oh, man, life is beautiful, man. I'm a little tired, but today's going to be fun. I sense that.
Oh, this show's going to be a disaster.
Already.
Oh, 2 hours of pure hell.
Nah, it'll be good.
Oh,
it'll
it's
be good.
going
I
to
promise
be
you.
great. But, yeah, we've got a lot of pro wrestling news and great stuff to cover today, and we have two fantastic guests sitting in with us today as well. Well, one in studio, and then we're going to be joined a little bit by Matt Black, managing editor over at WrestleZone.com.
Nice.
Man, he's a good dude.
Yeah, great dude. Romantic interest? Oh, no?
No.
Okay. I guess we got to clarify.
I have enough issues with that coming up this week, but we will not discuss it.
You don't want to talk about it? I think everybody wants to hear your personal business.
No, I don't think they do.
Who's that behind you?
Oh, Tyler.
All right.
Tyler Mosby. Yeah, he's going to be.
I see a
looks
shoulder
like we're going to be doing some fun stuff here with the show. So.
Good. Well, welcome. You could say hi to the camera or just let him know he's here if you want.
Yeah, he's hanging out.
Okay, I see a shoulder.
We got him. We got him.
Cool.
Yeah, I got to adjust the camera. Somebody messed with my camera angle. But we are also
Cover it up.
Whatever. We also have in studio, and I'm very excited. In fact, I'm thrilled because he brought a gator.
A what?
A gator.
What's that?
What do you mean? It's a gator's a gator.
Yeah. I think he used to wrestle gators.
Well,
I don't know the story.
Yeah. Well, we'll find out all the story because Jimmy Jack is here. So should we introduce Jimmy Jack? Let's introduce Jimmy Jack. Let's get him on the camera there. And
all right, ladies and gentlemen, here he is. He is a fan favorite in the world of independent pro wrestling over here. FSW. We're talking about none other than Jimmy Jack. There he is. Come on.
Yeah, there he is.
Screen. Whoa, that's cool, man. Yippity yay.
Yeah.
Yippity yay. I
You like that?
it. Yes, sir.
Okay.
I like it. Are y'all going to keep it on the show, Mark? If
Yeah.
y'all keep it on the show, I won't use it. Or when I do use it, I'll
give us
shout y'all
credit.
out.
Okay. See?
Okay. Yeah.
It's all good.
Yeah. See, all right. Yippee-yay it is. All right. We're going into 2024. Yippee-yay. I like it.
I think we're selling some T-shirts.
Yes, sir.
I like
yes,
that.
sir. I need me some T-shirts, man.
Yeah, we got you, man.
Yeah, you need a new shirt.
Well,
don't-
I don't
I-
need a new shirt. I've had this one for a minute now. I think it's all right.
It's still holding up. Yeah.
Jimmy,
All right.
how long have you had that T-shirt?
This one,
Yeah.
I've been wrestling about a year. So I had about a year before that.
Damn.
And then, so at least I'm thinking at least 5 years. 5 years.
Has it
Maybe.
has it seen a washing machine?
A what?
What's that now?
Yeah. What's that now?
No.
Damn.
No.
Well, yeah, I didn't know if that was me because I
washboard.
I showered.
Yeah. Okay.
I got-
So it's hit a washboard though.
Yeah, washboard. Oh yeah, washboard every day. Every
Okay.
day.
All
Every
right.
day, 6 p.m. I'm out there with a big bucket and some soap and water, and I'm just wringing it out over the washboard.
Okay.
That's how it goes.
That's legit.
That's
Yes,
old
sir.
school right there. I like that.
That's
Yeah.
really old school.
I that's just my mom how my mom taught me to do laundry. I don't old school.
Should we Dave, why don't you have Jimmy over to the Dave Cave?
What is your what?
Have him over to Dave
What's
Cave.
the Dave Cave? I don't know. Are
And
you Batman?
and
Kind of like Batman. Yeah.
and show him some of these modern things.
Oh yeah. Well, a lot
It
of
will
stuff-
stun him. Jimmy might put his head in the washing machine.
It might be overload. Yeah. It might
Can
be
your head
overload.
fit in a washing machine?
Have you seen a washing machine?
I don't know what that is. I have no idea what you're talking
We
about.
gotta take baby steps, man. Baby steps.
He might jump in there and try to take a bath.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
It spins around. It's fun.
I'm taking a bath while I'm hitting the washboard. You do it all at once.
On the tub or like a
you
bin
got
or
one.
something.
You only got one kind of soap.
Hang on.
So
Yeah, something doesn't work with that. I don't know.
what you mean?
I don't know.
The big bucket of water. So
Yeah,
you
I
put
got that
yourself
part.
In it.
Yeah.
You take your clothes. I
Uh-huh.
wear the same thing every day.
Uh-huh.
That's
So-
convenient.
Sometimes I don't even have to get naked.
So-
I just get in the bath.
So you're bathing yourself and washing your clothes in the same water. Is that correct?
Yeah, that's the idea.
Okay.
It sounds efficient, man.
It's
Like I said,
efficient.
absolutely efficient.
It could
From
be
6 p.m. to 6:15 p.m. And that's my washing for the week right there. I'm done.
What happens if you have a match at 6:00?
Well, then it gets pushed back till I'm done with the show, and that's usually not until about 3 a.m. because then you wrestle for about 10 to 15 minutes, and then you raise hell for the next 4.5 hours. Typically, that's how my nights usually go. So the washing does get delayed a little bit, but we get there. We get there. Sometimes real cold at 3 a.m. taking that bath, though. I'm not gonna lie.
But he's consistent. That's good, man.
Yeah.
Consistency is key.
Yeah.
Consistency is key. That's what the wrestling business has taught me, if anything.
Yeah. No, I love that. So Jimmy Jack, how long have you been doing? I remember seeing your first match.
Yeah,
Like
you
I
were
saw-
there.
Yeah. He came out of nowhere, and that's what one of the beautiful, magical. I know I say beautiful and magical a whole lot, Mark, but I'm gonna say it a whole lot more. It's like to see somebody the first time out there, and then just see their evolution, man. So how long has it been now?
I'm right at about a year, I believe, because I think it was the middle or end of September last year that I debuted against Raw Reese, and then we are now in October of 2023. So about maybe 13 months, something
Okay.
about that.
Yeah, I saw you at a taco festival. That was you,
Yes.
right?
Yes, sir. I do a few taco festivals.
Wasn't that your first match?
Oh yeah,
With Ken.
Oh man, oh yeah, with my tag partner.
Yeah, it was
My
there.
tag partner who's still in hiding.
I
Yeah,
don't blame him.
that was May or March. I can't even keep the track. So if you want to count that as the debut, then I guess we're close to
I'm gonna count
a
that.
year and a
man.
half, about
Okay.
18 months. Then I suppose.
Good stuff, man. Well, yeah, leaps and bounds. Are you in Vegas? Where are you from?
I live here now. I'm originally from Morgan City, Louisiana. Yes, sir. It's a little. I mean, I'm sure there's some listeners out there. This show gets a lot of views, right?
We're
Somebody
worldwide,
out
man.
there. If somebody out there knows where Morgan City, Louisiana is. St. Mary Parish, the greater area of the Atchafalaya Basin. Grew up there my whole life, ever since I was about a year old
Okay.
or so. Yes, sir. It was a good good little spot to come up, man. It's small. Life is simple, you know. But
I see.
But yeah, it's.
I'm a small town guy myself.
All right, yeah. Hey,
East Berlin, Pennsylvania.
East Berlin.
East Berlin, yeah.
Oh, so the other East Berlin, not the bad one.
Yeah, not the old. Well, it's not bad anymore, but yeah.
I got you. Okay,
But yeah, little small town in south central Pennsylvania.
all right.
A lot of farm territory and
All right, yeah, I'm familiar with the farm.
yeah,
I got you.
You'd like the Conewaga Creek.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yes, sir. I love walking the creek. That's
Yeah.
that's why I had an uncle, an aunt and an uncle that lived in Oklahoma for a long time, and every time I go visit them, that was a favorite pastime was go walk a creek.
The crick. Don't they say the crick?
They say the
Sometimes.
creek up in like North Texas and Oklahoma area. They'll say creek up there.
Yeah.
We say creek or ditch.
Yeah,
Or
yeah.
swamp or whatever in Louisiana, man.
Yeah, Mark used to have a couple sheep. We won't get into the
Oh, that kind of farm. I got you.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah. So it's a little different, man. I see you got that gator back there, man.
Yes, sir.
You wrestle gators or you just raise them? What do you do?
There are not a lot of opportunities to wrestle gators out here in Las Vegas. I've come to discover, but back home, you know, you didn't have. There was an abundance of gators to wrestle. Really, there was more gators than people to wrestle. So that just kind of naturally worked itself out.
You should go to the preserve south
preserve?
of town and take on the painting giraffe.
The painting giraffe.
Yeah, he paints.
He's an artist. He's not a fighter. He's a lover, not a fighter.
Well, maybe make him a tag team partner.
Okay, yeah, I work with that.
Well, you
That's
still
good.
have to fight somebody.
That's a whole lot of neck, though. A whole lot of neck to get in a headlock, you know.
Yeah, I think it would be a good challenge for you.
I'll accept a challenge.
There's
I'll
probably
never back away from a challenge.
there's probably a lion out there that you guys could tangle with.
Lions are scary.
yeah.
Lions are scary. I'll go. I'm ready to go. If somebody need me to fight a lion for the right price, I'll fight a lion. But
I think there should be no price to fight any of those lions out there, Jimmy Jack. All right. Well, hey, we need to take a break, and when we come back, we are going to get Matt Black from WrestleZone in on this craziness. Jimmy, have a good question for Matt.
I
think-
have a good question.
I think he should.
Okay, I'm be thinking I'll break of this. Oh man. All right.
It's going to be fun.
Too much pressure. Too much pressure.
Yeah, so stick around, everybody. We got a whole lot more on the Mark Hoke Show, the best in pro wrestling news and entertainment on KDAWN. Stick around. We'll be right back. The Mark Hoke Show is proud to announce our partnership with pro wrestling's premier charity, the Cauliflower Alley Club. For nearly 60 years, the CAC has stood strong, assisting members of the wrestling industry in their times of need. Please join us in supporting the Cauliflower Alley Club by becoming a member for just $25 a year or make an individual donation today. Go to caulifloweralleyclub.org and give back to the people that have brought us so much entertainment and joy in pro wrestling. Once again, that's caulifloweralleyclub.org.
Infinite Wellness can help you achieve your goals and look and feel your best. Our regenerative medicine clinic utilizes stem cell and exome therapy. We also have a comprehensive weight loss program and numerous other services you can find on our website at infinitewellness.info. We're located at 8925 West Post Road, Suite 100, right across from IKEA. You can book your appointment today by calling us at 702-842-2244 or find us on social media at infinitewellness.lv. We'd love to be a part of your journey.
1015 FM KDAWN.
This is the Mark Hoke Show. The Mark Hoke Show. Here again, your host, Mark Hoke.
Hey, let's do a little more pro wrestling stuff, shall we?
Yay.
Yeah.
Yeah, yippee yay.
Oh, what a difference today, Max. I didn't even get introduced this episode.
Yeah, you did.
Did I?
Yeah, you just lost your mind.
Oh, yeah, I went berserk.
I don't remember, to be honest with you.
Yeah, well, I mean, I don't expect you.
I just
expect
got
Mark
here.
to. Yeah. You focused on other things.
The Mark Hoke Show. Yes, it is a fiasco, a train crash, but a fun one.
Yes, sir.
If there
Yes,
is such a
sir.
thing, yeah.
The David difference.
Yeah.
We've got Jimmy Jack from FSW joining us here as well. Welcome to the show, Jimmy Jack.
Great to be here. Thank you for having me.
Absolutely. And now, just to act this up a little bit more, we welcome in
Whoa.
Matt Black from WrestleZone. What's going on?
What's up, guys?
There it is.
Hey.
How you doing, buddy?
Matt Black, baby.
I'm doing all right. How you guys doing?
Doing very well, thank you. So Matt, how's things going for you?
Matt, real quick, you got your radio on there?
Yeah,
Or streaming?
Hmm?
Are we getting that echo feedback from you there?
yeah, we're hearing something from you there.
I'm not sure what it could be. I don't have the radio on.
Okay, I think I took care of it.
Oh, good.
Hopefully.
It was Mark's fault. Sorry about that, Matt.
Hopefully.
Mark dropped the ball.
Maybe we'll find out.
Oh,
But
okay.
all right, but Matt, of course, let's talk a little bit about what's been going on in pro wrestling. It's been a crazy week, and we have, of course, a situation with CM Punk not getting a job.
Yeah.
What guy? And I want to talk to everybody about this. Thoughts on CM Punk not WWE not wanting CM Punk to be a part of World Wrestling Entertainment?
To me, honestly, it's not surprising. I said when he got released from AEW that I didn't think WWE would want to implement him in their locker room right now because it's a really good place. Everybody's pretty happy. Morale's pretty high. And there's a lot of top names in WWE right now who don't like Punk very much. I've gone on record, and I'll stand by this. If Punk really loves professional wrestling as much as he claims, and he wants to rehab his image, there's no better place for him right now than Impact Wrestling. And I think with Impact having Bound for Glory in Chicago later this month, I think if Punk wants to make a statement that he wants to do good for this industry and he wants to do good for professional wrestling, he makes a surprise appearance at Bound for Glory, and we go from there because it doesn't seem like the WWE door is open for him right now.
Yeah, actually that's a pretty good idea. Dave, what do you think about that?
I think it's a work. I think we will see CM Punk at Survivor Series in November.
100% not happening.
100%? Like, what's your source on that? Because I've heard a lot of, sources say this and that, but nothing's confirmed. So, what do you have something solid on that?
I'm giving you my sources, sir.
Oh, no? Okay, but you have solid sources to say it ain't happening.
Yes. As of right now, as of October 15th, it's not happening. I mean, you never say never in professional wrestling. I guess I should say 99%. But as of right now, it is definitely not happening.
All right. Well, when it does happen, you say, I want you to go out on your media there and say, the David Difference is my source. You can give my name out on that one because I believe it's going to happen.
That would be the first source that I ever actually outed.
It's different. That's what we do.
This guy's got discretion. I like it. I'm going to tell you all my secrets.
There you go, Matt. You got an interview with Jimmy Jack.
There we go.
Yeah, I would agree. You know, I think Impact would probably be a really good place for him to go. It seems like he has a lot of friends at Impact. He has to rehabilitate his image a little bit, and that would make sense. With they have Bound for Glory coming up. They sold out a small stadium in Chicago coming up here this Saturday, so it might be a good opportunity for Punk to show up and hang out with some pals and be comfortable and do his thing.
Yeah, and if he goes there and he does well for like a year and a half, he keeps his nose clean, maybe then WWE's interested again. But he needs to go out and prove himself at this point because all of his leverage that he would have had against WWE if he would have went back to AEW, kept his nose clean, and worked out his contract, I think WWE would have been interested. But he came back and he caused the same problems that he was causing before he left, and some would even argue it might have been worse. And WWE's like, we don't need that in our locker room right now. We're doing the best business we've ever done financially. How are you going to come in and actually help us right now? And WWE was definitely in the power play position of we don't need you right now. And that puts Punk in a pretty, bad situation. But unfortunately, he did it to himself.
Yeah, David Difference is sitting over here just like.
Well, I look at if he does if he does go to Impact and he's there for a year and like how much more does he have left in the tank? Where like if he's there for a year and a half, is it going to be that same excitement and build that it would be right now if he popped up on something else?
I think Punk has plenty left in the tank. You got to keep in mind some of the wrestlers out there right now are like right around 50 doing their best work. Adam Copeland's doing great. Christian Cage is arguably doing the best work of his career. and they're all way older than CM Punk is right now.
Yeah,
so
true,
if Punk went there for a year, and kept his nose clean, and, everything coming out of the Impact locker room was glowing, I think WWE would come calling at that point. But he needs to go out there and prove himself right now, because I don't think WWE's interested in adding a volatile addition to their locker room right now when it's in such a good place.
Yeah, and I think they're in a situation, too, where there's so many storylines and so many things happening. Where does CM Punk fit into all of that? Do you derail Cody Rhodes? Would you derail LA Knight? It would be pretty tricky for them to work him in there. So I don't know. I mean, I know CM Punk's a big attraction. I know David's heartbroken, but
no, I could see what you're saying. Like, where would you fit him in? I get that, but I think that one of the biggest things about CM Punk is that draw, because he's controversial. When he showed up at AEW, it was like, what? He said he never wrestled again. Like, it's always a moment. So, like, just transitioning from, I don't know. I think that's part of the mystique of CM Punk.
But at the same token, that mystique of CM Punk might be that thing that Impact needs to get over the hump and get a national television deal to get in more homes than Access TV gets right now. If you get CM Punk in there, you have a chance to take Impact Wrestling to the next level. Whereas if Punk went to WWE staying the same.
Right.
Like, he's not really going there and making a huge difference in WWE's business right now. I think he would be a massive boost to Impact's business if he went over there.
Yeah, that's a great point. So, yeah, we'll see what happens. That could be an interesting contract signing if it happens. Now, we had the Tuesday Night Wars, guys, and obviously WWE won the Tuesday Night Wars, and honestly, we were kind of making fun of a little bit about what was going on with that. That NXT was pulling down every WWE main roster guy and past superstar they could possibly dig up.
It was an awesome episode of NXT, though. It was really cool.
Yeah, good episode. But WWE kind of took it to them. They beat them by about 300,000 viewers. But like I said, kind of pulled out all the stops. Matt, what were your thoughts on what happened with the Tuesday Night War?
I think everybody's looking at the wrong number. I know wrestling fans like to look at the viewership number, but that's not what networks and advertisers and everything look at. They look at the demo, the 18 to 49 key demographic. And at the end of the day, WWE only beat AEW by a .04 demo. They were pretty close. Like, surprisingly close, with as much as WWE stacked the deck against them on Tuesday night. So I think, all things considered, AEW put on, a standard show that you might see from them once a month, whereas WWE brought, everybody and their mother out to NXT, and they still barely beat them in the demo. I know, like, Tony Khan seemed pretty upset this week on social media, but, I mean, all things considered, I think you should come out of there feeling pretty good. You move nights, which, in the cable industry standard, if you move a show on television nights, you can expect a 20% drop overall in viewership and demo. So for them to pull the number that they pulled against NXT by moving nights like they did, I think they should be proud of themselves. And I know for a fact Warner Brothers Discovery was very happy with the number that they got on Tuesday. So I think Tony just needs to chill out a little bit and just continue to do his thing, because, the sky's not falling. It's not that big of a deal. And honestly, in a week or two, nobody's going to be talking about this anymore anyway.
Definitely agree. Jimmy Jack, your thoughts? You're an NXT guy. Did you watch the show?
I've been watching NXT since the rebrand. I'm not going to lie. Okay. This show has gotten wild, man. I was a big fan of the black and gold. They'd have a lot of good matches. All the top indie talent, all was there for a point. That I'll stand by this. I think probably 2017 to like 2020. Even now, even like the NXT women's division now, like maybe the best women's division in the world, dude.
Oh wow.
Wow, dropping a bomb.
Man, you got Mia Yim in there tearing it up. You had the Mae Young Classic, man. I watched the Mae Young Classic. I'll try to watch the Mae Young Classic every year. Like the first one, dude. So many crazy matches in there, man. Yeah, I like all the shows. I try and watch everything.
You do have a TV, yeah?
I do have a TV. Well, my roommate has a TV.
Okay.
But
what do you have?
I have one of them little what's the little FM radios? That's a new one. I got the new one. I got the FM radio now. It used to just be the AM, the pocket AM radio. But yeah. So I watch as much as I can. I think NXT this past week was crazy. You had Roxanne Perez wrestling Asuka, which like I don't think anybody saw coming this like early on in Roxanne Perez's career. And what else you had on there? Ilya Dragunov. Ilya Dragunov is a wild human being. And just the fact that he's the NXT champion right now, we're going to see him defend that belt probably way too much. like he's going to be out there every week if they let him. So it's really cool, man. It is every show right now is really cool.
Yeah, and Matt, the situation with NXT, a lot of great talent down there, and Dragunov taking over as NXT champion. That roster is in pretty good shape right now.
I mean, NXT is in great shape right now, and the best thing about it is the synergy between Sean and Hunter, where I think, unlike the NXT of the past, when they were brought up and the characters were essentially rebooted more often than not, I think the characters that you're seeing Tuesday nights on NXT right now, when they come up to the main roster, are going to be identical to what you're seeing now. Like you're seeing Dragon Lee on SmackDown now, same Dragon Lee that you saw in NXT. When Tiffany Stratton gets called up, I think she's going to be the same Tiffany Stratton that you're seeing in NXT right now. I think Triple H running creative right now on the main roster, hand in hand working with Sean in NXT. I think it's only good for the NXT brand, because the NXT brand, people can watch now and feel like they're invested in those characters, and those characters are going to continue to run SmackDown, when in the past that wasn't necessarily the case.
Yeah, other thing that came out of all this, with when you looked at those rating numbers for this Tuesday Night War situation, was one place that WWE really handled AEW on that was with kids, the younger group from maybe 25 on down, and I'm wondering if Tony Khan and AEW would consider making some sort of adjustments to making things a little more friendly for younger viewers, because it's more of our NWA 80s style wrestling in AEW as opposed to more of the sports entertainment type stuff that the kids really get a kick out of. Do you think that AEW should make an adjustment with that, or just stay with what they're doing?
I think Tony's solely focused on that 18 to 49 demo. But I mean, they are getting kids interested. I mean, there's kids in the crowd all the time dressed up as Orange Cassidy and Darby Allin. So I mean, they have those characters that the kids can attach to. But I truly believe, and Tony Khan's all about analytics and numbers and stuff like that, and I think he's fully focused on the same numbers that the networks and the advertisers are on, and that's that 18 to 49 demographic. And I think as long as he is able to capture that audience, that's all he cares about right now.
Dave, what do you think about that?
I think it's definitely an evolution. I was just talking to Jimmy Jack there as far as like that character aspect. Like the kids go nuts for him. And, I think we all got into wrestling as kids and we loved it. So I didn't watch. When I was a kid, I was WWF. WCW was more, watch out for the gator there.
The gator attack.
I'm sorry. That was very unprofessional.
Yeah. But WCW was more out of my league. I was a kid. I like the magic of the WWF. So, but I don't think they should change that model. It is what it is,
Yeah, it's very interesting. I'm curious to see if they'll do a little more kid marketing.
Oh, they got the kangaroo kick. Isn't that for kids?
Yeah. I like the kangaroo kick. Matt, do you like kangaroo kick?
It's way more entertaining than I expected it to be.
I love the kangaroo kick. I'm down with it. Hey, I'll tell you what, guys, let's take a break, and when we come back, we're going to have more with Matt Black here from WrestleZone.com on the Mark Hoke Show. Of course, we got our good buddy David Difference and our friend Jimmy Jack.
Yippity-yee.
It's official. Yippity-yee. So stick around, everybody. We've got a whole lot more on the Mark Hoke Show on KDAWN 101.5 FM, the talk of Las Vegas, and more of the best in pro wrestling news and entertainment. We'll be right back. If you're looking for an award-winning dining experience at outstanding prices, look no further than Unique Eats. Whether it's their incredible breakfast platters, amazing pastas and sandwiches, or world-renowned pizzas, celebrity chef Dominic Tedesco will have you covered. Check out their coffee and smoothie bar, vegetarian options, catering, and top-flight service. Visit Unique Eats today at 3100 South Durango, Suite 100. Call 702-992-3038 or go to uniqueeatslv.com, and we'll see you all at Unique Eats.
101.5 FM KDAWN.
You're listening to the #1 professional wrestling radio show in Vegas, The Mark Hoke Show. The Mark Hoke Show. Now, here again is Mark Hoke.
And a whole lot of others. Some super, super people on the radio today as we're having a great time here on The Mark Hoke Show. I'm Mark Hoke, along with co-host David Difference.
Oh, what a difference a Dave makes.
See, you did it twice in an hour.
Yeah. And the time's flying. I thought it was already hour 2, man. It's not.
Yeah, we're not there yet. And of course, Jimmy Jackson in the studio with us.
Yippity-yee.
Yes, sir. Yippity. Is it yippity-yay, I think?
Yippity-yay.
Okay.
It's interchangeable.
We'll piece it together. Of course, Matt Black from WrestleZone joining us as well. Matt, I wanted to ask you a little bit about some stuff that happened on AEW and on SmackDown as well. But one thing that I was a little taken back on was Swerve Strickland wrestled against Bryan Danielson. And after that huge match at Wrestle Dream, he lost. And I'm curious to get everybody's thoughts about this. How much does losing really hurt somebody today? Because I really felt like that somewhat hurt Swerve's momentum coming out of there. What did you think about that?
I think with the rankings in AEW gone, I don't think it hurts nearly as bad now. And I think the way he lost was storyline related. I mean, Hangman cost him the match, and then Swerve cost Hangman his match later on in the show. So, I mean, I don't really see it as a negative for either guy because it clearly just means that those two are going to continue on in the weeks to come. Maybe they rematch at Full Gear. So, I don't see it as a bad thing for Swerve right now. As long as they continue to do right by him in the future.
David, what did you think? How do you feel about wins and losses? Are they that significant?
I mean, depending on where you want this person to go, but if you look at somebody like LA Knight, like, you know, every time he lost, people were like, what are they doing with him? But the fans were still behind him in that momentum. So, like, I think from a fan standpoint, I don't think that, like, if we're invested in you, we're invested in you. And hopefully that gives management the push to push you in the right direction. But, yeah, I don't think that situation with Swerve, like, hurt him at all. You know, his momentum is strong right now.
Yeah, and Jimmy Jack doesn't lose. So.
I don't remember how many matches I've won or lost. I don't even remember how many matches I've had.
Do you know where you are right now?
where I am right now? Yeah. I'm at the Mark Hoke Show.
Okay.
Was that a concussion test?
Yeah.
I'm used to those. I'm used to those. They'll get sprung on me a lot.
It's all good. Well, another surprise entrance that happened on SmackDown was we had the debut of Nick Aldis, the former NWA champion, joining into WWE as the new general manager on SmackDown. And I'm curious to hear, Matt, your thoughts on Nick Aldis finally getting into WWE.
I made a joke on Twitter Friday night, and I'll stand by it. Apparently, the only qualification to be a general manager in WWE now is to be a previous holder of the NWA World's Heavyweight Championship.
Right.
So a lot of people have been campaigning on my timeline all weekend to see R-Truth as the new general manager of NXT.
Well,
which I would absolutely be on board with because I think it would be hysterical.
It would be awesome. That would be awesome.
I think it works. I think the era of the general manager always worked, and they got away from it when they did some terrible creative with Baron Corbin in the position. But I think the general manager era of WWE has always produced quality television, and now Adam Pearce has the official title for Raw, and Aldis has the official title for SmackDown. And I think it'll mean more going forward with, separate authority figures running their own individual shows.
Well, do we see Nick Aldis in the ring soon? That's what I'm curious about. I want to see Nick Aldis wrestle.
It doesn't seem like it. I mean, I'm not ruling it out, but it doesn't seem like they have any plans to put him in the ring anytime soon.
Dave, would you like to see Nick Aldis wrestle?
I would love to see Nick Aldis wrestle. Yeah, I hear the plan, like possibly bringing in Mickie James to work with him. My sources say, and I ain't giving up my sources, and it ain't Jimmy Jack, but my sources say that, Mickie James may come in and they may do a thing, but I think also they're introducing him to the WWE audience. A lot of people may not be familiar with who he was. Like, you saw the way they kind of brought him in, like, there was no big fanfare, so I think the introduction and kind of shaping his character and his dynamic with the company, it may take a little minute.
Matt, have you heard anything about Mickie James coming to WWE?
I heard there was an original proposal that they wanted to do like a husband and wife co-general manager thing between Nick and Mickie wasn't interested in that role. So I think Mickie still wants to be an active competitor, and I think if WWE wants to get her back, they're going to have to put her in the ring. I mean, she's going for the Knockouts Championship and Bound for Glory next weekend against Trinity. So to me, as long as she's an active competitor, she's not going to be interested in something like a general manager role.
Yep. And, of course, we also saw LA Knight finally tangling with Roman Reigns a little bit here. So it looks like we may be getting LA Knight and Roman pretty soon, but I think a lot of people are questioning: is it too soon?
Nobody's ever happy. Man.
Is it too soon to put LA Knight in with Roman Reigns and possibly derail the LA Knight train? What do you think, Matt?
It's not going to do like Dave said earlier. It's not going to derail the LA Knight train. LA Knight's incredibly over. He's going to face Roman Reigns at Crown Jewel. There's going to be outside interference. He's going to lose, and LA Knight will move. I don't think this is going to hurt LA Knight at all because nobody that they've put in the ring with Roman have lost. I don't think it's hurt them long term because everybody knows what to expect from a Roman Reigns match in 2023. I mean, you're not going to win. People already know that. So I mean, if you're putting them in that position, it's not the end of the world because people already know what the outcome is before it even begins, so people can temper their expectations.
And, of course, we've got Survivor Series coming up, too. And I'll tell you what, I have a feeling there is a hell of a Survivor Series team shaping up here with John Cena, LA Knight, Cody,
CM Punk.
Jay. Stop. No, they're not bringing CM Punk. Maybe put him with a bloodline. That would be something. But I have a feeling we're going to, but I think there could be an interesting stipulation if you put in something like if Roman Reigns, whoever beat Roman, to knock him out of that match, gets a title shot, that would make Survivor Series very interesting. What do you think, Matt?
Yeah, I mean, if they do it like a Team Cody versus Team Bloodline thing and Cody pins Roman, I think that would be very huge for a wide variety of reasons. And, we still have the Dwayne cloud looming over everything, but I think everybody wants to see Cody and Roman too at WrestleMania 40. So, yeah, I'm not sure what they're going to do with that.
Yeah, it'll be a very interesting Survivor Series coming up here. And it looks like with John's going to be sticking around for a little bit. I think it'll be a lot of fun to get all those guys together. Dave, you look like you got something to say there.
Just CM Punk.
God.
That's all I wanted to say.
What's happening, dude?
All right, man.
Your expectations, sir.
I'm telling you again, this is pro wrestling. We tend to forget. We tend to get too deep in the weeds. Anything could happen. It would be a magical moment. And I don't know, man. I'm saying I'm putting my money on Punk's coming back.
I'm pretty sure Survivor Series is going to be a fun show, and I don't want that premium live event to end next month and for you to just I wish CM Punk was there because you had your hopes up so high. Like lower those expectations, man. Do not go into that event looking to see CM Punk, and I think you'll enjoy it a lot more.
Okay. Well, yeah, maybe you're right. Maybe Gobbledygooker. I mean, can we get him?
I think you might have a better chance of seeing the Gobbledygooker than you do of seeing CM Punk.
I think I'm supposed to wrestle a Gobbledygooker next month.
I would pay to see that. Let's put Dave in the Gobbledygooker suit.
I'm down.
Suit?
No, yeah. No.
Oh,
don't ruin it. Come on, man.
It's a giant turkey.
It's still real to him, Dan.
All right, fair enough. Sorry about that.
Turkey. I've seen him. I met him at the Cauliflower Art Club. He was there.
Well, Matt, before I let you go, tell everybody a little bit about what you got going on at WrestleZone. What's happening with you and everything with the website.
Like, if you're looking for the latest wrestling news, we've got it for you every day on WrestleZone. We cover every single company. We've got interviews. We've got exclusive news. We have the latest news and rumors from all around the world of professional wrestling. And I know there's a lot of places to get your wrestling news, but we want to be your one-stop source at WrestleZone.com.
Well, there you go. And, of course, it is, to me, the happiest wrestling journalist Twitter account out there is Matt Black's Twitter.
I appreciate that. Thank you.
Yeah, give it to him, buddy.
Now, you can find me on Twitter at Raw F Showtime.
Yeah, he's so optimistic. It's amazing. It's just like watching having a 16-year-old who's just enjoying wrestling. It's great.
Look, I have my fair share of nitpicks and critiques like everybody else, but I'd like to think overall I keep it positive on my Twitter timeline.
Well, that's how you should do it. Well, Matt, hey, thanks for joining us. Thanks for destroying David's
dreams
whole Survivor Series.
Yeah,
we really appreciate it.
No problem.
Thanks for coming on, buddy.
Thanks, Matt.
Have a good one, guys.
All right, brother.
There you go, Matt Black. Everybody, I love that guy. He's a blast, isn't he?
He is a blast,
sir.
man. Good times, man. Non-stop good times.
Yeah, he destroyed you.
He destroyed me. Is that how
he broke your heart?
Did I come off looking weak?
I don't feel like you came out of that looking destroyed.
Okay, he's a little extreme, man.
I guess it really depends how you feel personally about the CM Punk business.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell you this. There's a chance. Always believe in it.
There's
That's
always
the thing. When you stop believing, things don't happen, right? You got to keep believing, man. Remember when you used to wrestle pigs?
Yes.
Before you started wrestling gators?
Yes.
Yeah. You know, there's levels to this. Yeah,
there's
yeah.
steps
But you got to believe in yourself first. Take baby steps. Remember when Mark used to wrestle pigs?
I never wrestled a pig.
No.
I've had to wrestle Great Danes.
Whoa.
Okay.
That's impressive. Those are big dogs.
Yeah,
Those are really big dogs.
it sometimes didn't go real well.
Oh,
Yeah,
I know how that goes, man.
I can imagine. But wrestle people, not animals.
Yeah, that's usually the better call.
Yeah, that's good. And what that music mean?
That means hour number one of this nightmare is coming to a close. Now, we're having a great time here on the Mark Hoke Show. David Difference, of course, we've got Jimmy Jack sitting in. Want to thank
Yippity-yay!
Yippity-yay.
Yippity-yay!
Dave. Start selling those shirts, man.
Yeah.
Print those up.
All right, let's go, man.
It'll
Next
work.
show.
All right, we've got another hour to go, so stick around for a whole lot more on the Mark Hoke Show here on KDAWN 101.5 FM, the talk of Las Vegas. And by the way, don't forget to follow us on Twitter at Mark Hoke Show, Facebook, The Mark Hoke Show. Of course, YouTube, we've got all this great content up there for you as well. That's the Mark Hoke Show. It's just all over the place. Instagram, Dave handles that.
Everywhere like air. I ain't been on my grind like I started.
Yeah, we got to get back to work. Hey, we got to get out of here. We'll be right back.
Want more of The Mark Hoke Show? Follow us on Twitter at Mark Hoke Show, like us on Facebook at The Mark Hoke Show, and visit markhokeshow.com to keep up with everything happening with the show. And remember to check out all of our archive shows on YouTube at The Mark Hoke Show and download our podcasts at markhokeshow.podbean.com and all your favorite podcast outlets. So join The Mark Hoke Show family today, and thanks for listening.